Hey guys, welcome back. It is Four Towers Films and joined by
Doug 218.
it is Survivor Edge of Extinction, episode number 12. 12.
Wow.
And it just keeps getting better and better, I must say. I must say it's a season of really blindsides and you don't know what's going on.
And drama. I loved this
There's
episode.
a lot of drama going on.
Oh, you couldn't have scripted it any better than this.
Mhm.
Well, like, you got the recap of War Dog being sent.
Morda and Julie and Dawn, I think, or Julie, because I don't think they filled Julie in on Morda going home, and her feeling a little bit kind of out of place about it because Ron didn't fill her in, and I think because he voted with the other side to get rid of War Dog.
And the only one that actually voted with War Dog was Rick.
Right. Oh, yeah. Everybody else, and of course we know Rick's right at the bottom of the lines anyway. Like he's pretty much been that way since day one. So he's still fighting. So he knows he's really in trouble at this point. You know, I mean he's kind of been in trouble the whole game, really. But I mean now it's just him. He knows he has nobody.
Yeah. Well,
Because even War Dog's gone.
so he's literally got to talk to Ron and say, hey, and then kind of.
Well, Ron's like, because he's not sure. They don't know if Devon's Rick has another immunity idol or not. He's pretty adept at finding, like, secret advantages and stuff. He's already found a couple. So they don't know for sure. And Ron's thinking he wants to try to rebuild a little bit of trust just in case with Devon's. So he had, if you guys remember, way back when, he had found an advantage menu, and on it he could choose which advantage he needed. One of them was immunity. Now it expired, I think, after 9 days in or something like that. It expired a while ago, a couple weeks ago, I think.
It's been dead for a while.
It's been about a couple weeks, I think. It's been expired, but no, they don't know that. So he, in order to kind of rebuild trust with Devon's, just in case he needs to,
Give it to him.
he gives it to him and saying, you know, this, I want to show you this as a sign of goodwill, as a sign of trust, because we need to get rid of War Dog. He didn't have either of our best interests at heart, but we couldn't really win on that because we didn't know if he'd tell him or not. So he gives him that. So, but Devon's knows better than to trust Ron. Ron lies a lot and flip-flops, has been doing it the whole game. So he's thinking, I don't know if this is real or not, so I'm going to go search for another hidden immunity idol just in case. Nobody else has searched for a hidden immunity idol. Nobody. Except him. He goes searching for one.
That's what staggers my head.
And he doesn't really, they kind of know that's what he's doing, but nobody really follows him. Nobody really looks for one to try to head him off. They all just kind of hang out at camp.
I'm sorry, if this is the guy I want to vote out, I'm going to tail him everywhere he goes.
I'd rather find it so he doesn't find it. But nobody tails him. Nobody's even looking for this idol except him.
Well, because they think everything's easy peasy.
Right. But it's not. If he finds a hidden immunity idol, is it? But of course, they do have a plan B, which would be Aurora anyway. Yeah. So that's why they're kind of laissez-faire about it. But he also can win challenges. So he could also win immunities. So, like regular immunity.
Exactly.
So you try to head off somebody from getting an extra advantage if you can. And they didn't do that. I don't know.
So we jump to the reward challenge. And we made it. It's the family visit.
It's the family visit.
So Rick's wife, Julie, shows up. Lauren's dad, Ron's husband, Victoria's dad, Aurora's brother, and Gavin's
brand new wife. And he reveals they got married 2 days before he left to be on the show.
Because he wanted to have that special. He wanted to do this before he left, and so
yeah, they wanted to get married before he did the show. So
They hadn't even had a honeymoon. They were married 2 days, and
and then he left. Yeah.
He was gone.
So the challenge was the loved ones had to. It was like that water bucket challenge where
from heroes versus villains.
Right. So the contestants, survivors, had to go little buckets of water out of the water
and toss it to their
loved one who dumped it into a bucket. And once that bucket was filled, the flag would raise. So who was it?
Devins kept hitting his wife.
Devins kept hitting his wife, and his wife was saying, "I think you're doing this on purpose."
And even Jeff said that. And it's like, I think he's doing this on purpose. And she's like, probably.
He was trying to his wife and said it like, dude, you know, no friggin' aim at all.
Victoria got really winded during this challenge.
Julie got really winded too. They were struggling a lot through this challenge.
And well, you got to figure too. You're bone tired.
You're at 20 or 30 plus days now,
and you're nutrient depleted. So of course
you're not eating much, and now this is a physical challenge. I mean, it's hard to run in sand.
And
it ended up being Ron and his partner who won it. By really close, because Lauren and her dad were really close too, but it was very, very close. But and Gavin was pretty close as well. But it ended up being Ron and his partner who won.
So Jeff asks Ron the loaded question:
who do you want to bring with you? Because they get to go back to camp with their loved ones and have like a barbecue feast.
So,
Ron picks Julie and her husband,
and
then he picks Gavin and his wife because he's saying they didn't have a honeymoon and all that kind of stuff.
I love what Jeff said to him. Be careful how you choose because the game has been won or lost by the
family visit. Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah.
No pressure.
It's true because, like, even Victoria said when they were heading back to camp, you know, you do have to think of that because what better reward is there than to see your family? You know, and if you give that to somebody, they're more likely to vote with you than against you if you've given them the opportunity to see their family.
Now you PO'd me off.
Yeah.
And you know, I haven't seen my wife in 30
my wife or my brother or my dad or something, and you know who you're close to in almost a month.
And you get a brief glimpse of them, and then they're sent away.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to torpedo you.
And it has happened.
It has happened.
So they all go back and they have their barbecue. And Ron, like to the cameras, basically saying the real reason he picked Gavin wasn't because of his of the fact that he didn't get the honeymoon. It's the fact that he's trying to keep him on his side to vote with him because he kind of needs numbers at this point.
So basically, Ronnie's greasing the wheel.
He's trying to gain loyalty, right?
And Ron's husband is keep doing whatever you got to do.
Well, Ron's saying to him, "Oh, I'm running this game. That's not what we've seen. I'm running this game, and they'll do what I want, more or less. Kind of reminds me of Anthony from Big Brother Canada. If you watch that, but that's kind of how he was saying. Oh, yeah, like it's very arrogant. Like I'm running this game. He said it to camera more than once, but like okay." That's almost like a precursor to you kind of know what might be coming down the pike, you know, for you, you're on.
But while all this is going on back at camp, Rick was off hunting for idol hunting, and Aurora decides that she's going to grab his bag and go through it.
Because they don't know if he has an idol.
But they
want to see if he does.
The funniest thing was, Devins came back early.
While she's looking in his bag.
So Aurora's got that. I got caught with my hands.
Well, because Lauren's like, he's coming back. And so she's having to rush to put stuff back in the bag and cover it up, and he caught her.
He's like, what are you doing looking at my bag?
And she's like, I don't care. We don't want to know if we have an idol. She can't take it because that's against the rules, but, you know, they can look through each other's bags. And he's like, awkward. And she's like, not really.
No.
Not for me.
Because she figures, you know what? Clubs are off now. We've got to, you know, it's every guy and gal for themselves. But Rick's thinking is, I'm going to make this so awkward around camp. Hey, this chick's going through your bag. She better be careful. Blah,
Well,
blah,
yeah,
blah.
he wants to try and make her look bad because she's already on the bottom anyway. He knows that they want to get rid of her, so he's really trying to take the onus off himself, really put it on her, just in case he doesn't find an idol and just in case he doesn't win one. He's trying to put the spotlight on Aurora instead of on himself,
No,
and he's really good at doing that.
Now, the whole thing with this, with him and Aurora, kind of forced him to go, okay, now I really need to find this.
And so he goes off looking for it again.
And surprise, surprise, he finds a clue.
He finds a clue.
But here's the kicker.
They always put it in the weirdest spots.
This idol is in a tree in the middle of camp.
In the middle of camp.
Just above the shelter that they're sleeping in.
Uh-huh.
Say what?
So what's he do? He gets up in the middle of the night after everybody's sleeping and climbs that tree.
And, people hear the bamboo rustling. And
Nobody really wakes up. They kind of wake up, but they
then
don't.
they pull their buffs over
They
their
don't
eyes.
notice that he's up a tree. I think I would notice something like that.
Or you would,
They didn't wake up enough, I guess.
like a couple of them woke up, kind of looked around, grabbed their buff, pulled it back over their head.
Didn't notice that Devins wasn't there and up a tree.
So
He found it anyway. He found another immunity idol
and he managed to get it down, get
back into bed without waking anybody up.
which was funny as hell. The most
He must
unathletic.
have been a cat, in a previous life.
Because I'm looking at her thinking the most unathletic man in the world.
Climbed a tree without really waking anybody up, getting the hit immunity out, and getting back down in bed without disturbing people, really.
And
Like, oh my,
so next morning, it's immunity
Immunity challenge time.
But so this one they've done before.
They've done several times
They're
before.
balanced on pegs.
In between, like, a frame.
So the arms are against the frames, the foot are on the pegs, and every so often they have to go up
To
to a smaller
smaller peg.
So Devins immediately tries cutting the deal, and then
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, whatever,
But it
Um,
doesn't actually take them long. They start dropping pretty quickly.
Yeah. And even some of the ones that you thought would manage it, like
They actually step down, and some of them actually step down. Like,
Yeah.
Victoria stepped down,
Yeah.
and she's like, I can't walk. Julie stepped down.
and like Aurora, I will give Aurora props. She hung on.
She hung on, but she ended up stepping down, and she normally kills these kind of challenges, but she even stepped in. It ended up being Lauren and Gavin, the last two.
So
With Gavin actually taking immunity.
go figure.
Well, I mean, as we know, a lot of these balance type challenges are better for smaller or lighter guys, and he's pretty slight.
Oh, he's a very slight man.
He's slighter than Lauren, so he won.
So Gavin wins the second immunity. They go back to camp. Now Rick's really playing it up. He knows he's going home and he's selling it for all it's worth.
Even though he has an immunity idol, and plus he's not sure, but he has the one that Ron gave him.
Yeah. Julie and Ron talk about what they're going to do again.
Well, they're talking about the fact of voting out Devins. If not Devins, in case he does have a immunity idol, to go for Aurora.
Yeah.
However, Lauren, Victoria, and Matt have another idea. Going for Ron.
Finally.
Because they're like, we need to start picking off people like Ron.
Yeah.
Can't trust him. He's flip-flopped numerous times. They've talked about getting rid of him before. Now might be the time to do it. And they bring in Aurora with, to do it. And Gavin. Aurora comes up with it. She still has that second vote, which she informs Lauren she has. And says to her, I'm going to, because she knows she could be a target, that she could get votes. So say Devins does have a hidden immunity idol, and say there's a tie, and they have to re-vote, she can't vote again. So which means she can't use her second vote. And this is the last time she can use it. She gives it to Gavin so that they can ensure they can vote Ron out.
Yeah.
So it goes to tribal council. And they vote. And Devin says, because he knows he's obviously going to be targeted.
So he plays.
Hold on. He plays, and he says to the camera that he wants to see if it's real or not, because he doesn't quite trust him. He brings it up that, the menu. And of course,
Jeff says,
sorry. It's fired. And so he goes, so you and Julia just wanted me to play this to make me to be embarrassed, make me like
stupid
in front of my kids and all this. Like, he's really playing it up. But then he goes, however,
and the jury is like, oh my God.
Like this, he pulls out the immunity idol. And they're all like, yeah, they kind of saw this coming. And of course, it actually is a hidden immunity idol, so no votes against him will count. And of course, he got some votes. And so did Aurora. Aurora got one vote, I think. One vote or maybe 2 votes.
We saw Rick voted for Aurora, Lauren voted for Ron, and Jeff asked anyone had to play an idol.
Yeah, so then more and more of the votes went to Ron. So Ron got voted out. Finally.
So it was a vote of 3-1.
And of course, Gavin used the extra vote to vote out Ron.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Ron. And of course, he chose to go to Edge of Extinction.
And the jury lost it.
Oh,
the
they
laughter,
loved it. They loved it. They are so happy that they voted him out finally. You already put to show, dude.
Exactly. Well, like you said, we saw in the video package for next week, Rick's still a target.
Oh, of course.
But Extinction Island gets a package.
They get a package. Do they come back into play? Will help arrive for Devons? We'll see. We don't know yet what that package entails, but we do know the second competition to get back in the game should be coming up anytime now. It could be next week. Maybe if somebody Devons can get on his side. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Exactly.
Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. See you next week.
Bye. Guys.
Bye.